the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. Then God said,
"Let there be light."
And there was light. God saw the light, that it was good. He divided the light from the darkness, calling the light day and the darkness night. This marked the first day. On the second day God said,
"Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters."
God made the firmament and divided the waters above from the waters below, calling the firmament heaven. On the third day he commanded,
"Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear."
God called the dry land earth and the gathered waters seas. Then he spoke,
"Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind."
The barren land transformed into a lush paradise, as God saw it was good. On the fifth day God said,
"Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens."
The oceans teemed with life, and the skies were filled with vibrant winged creatures. God saw that it was good. On the sixth day God turned his attention to the land, saying,
"Let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping thing and beast of the earth, each according to its kind."
And it was so. The earth became alive with creatures of all shapes and sizes. Then God said,
"Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth."
So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. God placed Adam and Eve in a paradise known as the Garden of Eden, saying,
"Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth."
The garden was abundant with beauty and life. In the center stood the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But in the garden, temptation lurked. The serpent, more cunning than any other creature, approached Eve.
"Has God indeed said, 'You shall not eat of every tree of the garden'?"
Eve answered, "We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, 'You shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die.'" And the serpent replied,
"You will not surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil."
So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves coverings. And God saw what happened. He cursed the serpent more than all cattle, and more than every beast of the field. To women he greatly multiplied sorrow and conception. And he cursed the land for Adam's sake. For Adam and his wife God made tunics of skin and clothed them. Then God said,
"Behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever."
Therefore God sent him out of the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. And he placed cherubim at the east of the Garden of Eden, and a flaming sword which turned every way to guard the way to the tree of life. Adam and Eve had sons and daughters, and their descendants began to multiply upon the earth. But as humanity grew, so did their wickedness. God looked upon the earth and saw that the intentions of man's heart were only evil continually.